What's up guys, Venom Customs here, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Space Venom Wave, the Ultimate Spider-Man. I am very lucky to pick this guy up. So I didn't think this wave was coming out anytime soon, at least in local stores, but I was very fortunate and very lucky because I went on Facebook tonight. Somebody in Action Figure Junkies posted up the whole wave at our local Forbidden Planet in New York City. So the second I saw that post, I put my sneakers on and ran out the door. I was able to get there, however, a lot of them were gone already. The only ones left was this, also Hobgoblin, and also that Spider-Girl right there. I don't really care for them. I actually just wanted this Peter Parker and this Miles Morales figure. He was not there anymore, sadly, but 1 out of 2 ain't bad, so let's open them up. Alright guys, now before I start the video, I had to address this right away. My Spider-Man figure specifically, I don't know about yours, but mine is suffering from some bad QC problems in the shoulders. Just like my Deadpool figure, I guys showed you a review of it, how I fixed it, but these are just as bad, if not worse, on this Spider-Man figure. Man, the shoulder on this, the hinge, I don't know what it is, but it's so tight, I don't even want to try it again. Before, I could move it up and down like this, no problem, but going in and out, man, it does not want to budge. I don't even want to try because this figure is so small. I'm pretty sure the peg is really small too. That I could feel it bending when I try bringing it out, bringing it up. So that's something I need to fix. The elbow is a little bit warped too, so I gotta straighten that out. This shoulder isn't that bad as this one, but it's still pretty bad that I need to address it. It's just kind of sad that we have to address this kind of thing. And you know, we're becoming accustomed to Marvel Legend figures having bad QC problems. Yeah, alright, so I'm going to fix this one right now, and I'm going to pause the video and I'll be right back. But I just want to let you guys know to beware, alright? Alright guys, we are back and he's all fixed up. The shoulders are nice and smooth, they move around. You might see some water here and there because I just finished fixing him right now. But it's kind of unique and funny because when I first opened him, I was so focused on these shoulders being tight, I didn't even look at the figure itself as a whole. And I noticed all of these paint app problems with this figure. For one thing, he has no paint on his fist right here. You can see that there's no webbing right there. It's kind of, that didn't really bother me that much. I was like, whatever. And then I turned him around, and he has no webbing on his back, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so, I just chalked it up. This guy is very unique. His shoulders don't move. He has no paint on him. No one loves him. I'm going to give him a home. I'm going to keep him. I'm not going to give him away. It's just very funny. So I'm going to try to be unbiased with the review because I'm sure other people have had paint app problems, just not as severe as this one. So we're still going to look at the figure as a whole and judge him. So let's take a look at his accessories first. Alright, so first up, for the accessories, he does come with the left arm of Space Venom right here, which is pretty cool if you choose to build him. Next, he does come with a bunch of different hands, which we are accustomed to, which is really nice. But the biggest thing is the Peter Parker head, which I like a lot. Let's take a look at that up close. Here's the Peter Parker head up close. Man, I like it a lot. It definitely has some great hair sculpting right there. It looks really good. The face looks great too. He definitely is young looking. Obviously in his early or mid-teens. I wouldn't say he's around 18, probably around like 15, which is not bad. Some people were complaining that the eye color isn't right. It should be blue, not gold or light brown, but I don't mind that. I think it looks pretty good overall. You could change that if you want to. But overall, all that matters is that the head is a brand new sculpt and it looks really good. Now putting the Peter Parker head onto the body is pretty simple. You pop this one off and you put this one on, and there you go. You got Peter Parker as Spider-Man right here. And if you guys were wondering, here he is next to his adult counterpart, the Pizza Spider-Man. If you wanted to swap the heads, of course you cannot do it because they have different sized ball joints. So it won't really fit on the best right there. You can see how much bigger this one is. I mean, you could do this if you really wanted to shave this, hollow this in, make it bigger, the hole, and put it on. It still will look kind of weird because the head is pretty small, to be honest, and I don't think it'd be a good look. But that's just my opinion. You could try it yourself if you want to. Alright, so now taking a look at the figure itself as a whole, it's a great looking Spider-Man figure. It definitely is something different and new. We keep getting different versions of this one, to be honest, and I get kind of sick of it. So it's nice to see a newer sculpt. It definitely is a small body. We'll get into size comparisons later, but it's basically a smaller version of this one, the Pizza Spider-Man. Different sculpt, obviously, but the costume is pretty much the same. Nothing different here. Even the spider on the back is pretty much the same as well, minus the paint apps. But yeah, it's pretty cool and nifty. We'll get into size comparisons really soon because that's pretty much the most important thing. But as for articulation, really quickly, he has a ball jointed head on a hinge that goes up pretty good right there. It goes down pretty decent right there. And it goes left and right. So no problems there at all. For the shoulders, he has those hinge joints that rotate. They go all the way around and they go in and out. No problems there the way I fixed it. Bicep swivel right there. 2 points at the elbow. And at the wrist, he has a hinge and a swivel, so it's pretty standard right there, which is nice. He has pretty good ab joint, goes back about that far, goes forward about that far, pretty good. He does have a waist swivel as well. Going down to the hips, he has T-jointed hips, and they go out pretty good. Take a look at that, not bad at all. And they go back a little bit, and they go side to side, pretty decent splits. Thigh swivel, of course, 2 points at the knee, boot swivel, and at the ankle he has a hinge and a pivot. So very standard articulation for Spider-Man. He doesn't have the butterflies, chest butterflies right here at the shoulder like this one does. So he does kind of lack articulation in range, but he does have all of it. You can still get into some decent poses if you try hard enough. You can try something cool. Always got to split his legs open, right? Yeah. So, you know, it's pretty standard, but you can still get into some poses if you really try. And of course, I didn't show it before, but if you want to pop off the hands, they're pretty simple. Pop them off, and you stick the new ones right on. Bam. Alright guys, size comparisons. Here he is next to the Pizza Spider-Man, the new Wolverine. Of course, Taskmaster, apparently everyone forgot about. So, I like the look right here. It's not that bad. Clearly, we already established he's about 14 to 16 years old. He should be a lot smaller. He is definitely a lot smaller compared to your standard Marvel Legend figures right here. And he's a little bit shorter than Wolverine 2, which I like a lot. Alright guys, let's close it up. So, in the end, I do like the figure a lot. It's pretty nice and cool. It's nice to have something different for once. I like the new body sculpt, which is an awesome plus. In my opinion though, if you're going to have to choose between these two Spider-Man figures, I had to go with this one because it's actually a man. But it's pretty nice. This is still a pretty good figure though, don't get me wrong. If you want a younger Spider-Man in your collection, this is the way to go. And of course, with the movie coming out now, he is younger, so it's pretty appropriate to have this in your collection overall. But you know, despite having the flaws, you know, I still think it's pretty good. If you guys watched the new not new, but if you guys watched the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, this is actually very reminiscent of that character. Obviously the head sculpt is very like the Peter Parker in that cartoon, which is a great cartoon as well, if I didn't say that before. So yeah, definitely pretty cool. I was able to get the Miles Morales Spider-Man finally, so I can do a nice proper comparison between the two right there. And that is about it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at wildandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, get a thumbs up. Peace.
That's crispy.